I was just messing around with some stuff. Just trying out something. Was turning off in pointer precision in this game to see if it would help with the acceleration thing.
Turning on what?
There's,
Oh, what?
there's supposed to
I'm
be a
flying.
file you can modify the mouse acceleration, but I'm just turning off the thing in Windows to see because that was also mentioned. Did you want to do a few things, maybe?
On what?
Whatever you want to do.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, I did 4.7 with Nordic. He doesn't have it though.
4.7. 4.7 what?
Anyways, whatever you wanted to do. I'm just messing around with this because it doesn't burn up my computer. I think I fixed my A key. I figured out why I couldn't roll to the left sometimes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, something was wrong with my A key, so if I lightly pressed it, it wouldn't do anything. I had to press it hard. So I took the key off and there's a little dirt in there, so I blew it out.
Oh, there's something in it?
Yeah, it seems
Makes
to be
sense then.
okay now. I'm testing it out in this game. This World War II online stuff. There's that sheep with those hats.
Oh, wait, what?
There's some of these towns have like this field of sheep outside of it, outside the town, and they got like these helmets on them. They're like actual helmets, but they almost look like old school football helmets and they're just there. I don't know.
Can you wear them?
Huh?
Shoot them?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Maybe they make plinky noises.
It might be an inside joke or something. I don't know, but
Stupid stuff with the tail.
I set the range of the gun to 300 meters. That seems to be good enough. Ah, screw it. I'm just gonna run up to him. Alright, sheep. Your time has come. Watch me get sniped walking all the way out in this field. There's so many of them, I don't understand. It looks like something from a comedy skit or something. I don't know. Just a shit ton of sheep with like these helmets. Yeah, they're in different towns. It's not just this one. Oh boy, I heard a shovel past my head. They're invulnerable. I wonder if I put a satchel charge on them. Yeah, nothing happens when you shoot them. They're a solid object.
Why is there so many sheep? Or so many goats? What the fuck?
What's that?
Why is there so many goats that you sent in that picture you sent me?
Yeah, there's actually a little more than that.
Call them.
To the
That's why
left
there's
of
no grass around there. Look at.
to the
Are you
left
still
of
around
that.
goats?
What's that?
Still around them?
Yeah,
Yeah. You should shoot a couple.
I am.
Look
But
how little. Look at. There's no grass around you anymore.
I've tried
They ate it all.
shooting this one. Like I used my entire clip on him, and it's a solid object. I can't walk through it. It stops bullets.
Try a grenade? Oh no.
And then in that picture, there's actually one or two to the left of it, and then to the right,
Are
there's
they
like 3 or
static?
4. Yeah, they're not moving. They're just sitting there.
They're static. Oh no.
I'm scared. This is kind of scary.
It'd be better if they're all facing the same direction, or if they modeled it like the old like JPEG models. So wherever you'd move, they would always be looking at you.
I know, right? They'll start looking around at you when you stand there for too long.
They only move when you look away.
Yeah. When you start to look away, they'll look at you again. And then you look, and then they just reset, and you're like, what? Hey, there's like this AA gun or something near me. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Oh wait. That's our AA gun. Sitting there shooting it, like, why is nothing happening? Then I realized, wait a minute. They're not brown. They're not wearing brown. I don't even know where people are. I'm just shooting in random directions, hoping that someone gets freaked out by it. What's that? Is that Scruffy?
What?
I said, I'm not sure where the enemy are.
I can't tell you where they are.
I see markers, but I'm just kind of shooting around, hoping it scares somebody. There's also a golden
I heard
sheep
you.
statue here. I don't know what it means. It probably has some like names of people on there or something. Ow. I found somebody. You know how I know? Because I met their bullet. Are you proud of me, Scruffy, for taking that bullet? Please be proud of me. Scruffy, what are you up to right
I was flying a jet.
now? You're flying a jet, and
Not
I'm not?
anymore.
I thought we were. Okay. Well, I kind of wanted to. I wanted to fly one too,
Just one
and a half.
jet.
Dude, I took the F4J out just a minute ago, and it was that big snow. It was like that big snow one where things are kind of different. It's got like the front lines laid out. I mean trenches. And I was flying to the left with a couple other dudes, and I noticed I got locked. So I warned need cover, and then I saw a missile from my, which was both from my left. So I immediately started trying to maneuver, and it didn't matter. He still got me. It was a JA-37. I was the first one to die
Oh, J-37. Yeah.
out of the whole team.
I wonder if that was his radar active. Or not active, semi-active.
Don't know, but he had a
Yeah,
radar
he's got
lock, so
two of them. Two semi-actives and then four IRs.
yeah, he was so far to the left. He was already that far out there. It's like, what the heck? I was like, he was far out whenever he started locking me, I think. Because I saw the missile fire at 3, but he locked me before that. And I was like on the ground.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I was
must have
even
been a
a.
pretty good lock then, or
Yeah, I was
good
on the
radar to
deck.
maintain that lock.
Yeah, seems that way. I was on the deck. I didn't even climb.
So yeah, usually that's a difficult lock.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's got. Don't know if it has pulse Doppler, but Maybe it does if it's like an advanced version or a better version.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I zoned out.
I forget
Something about pencils?
something. It's about Buccaneers.
Well, it might have pulse Doppler or
Might.
something.
It's got to have something like that if it can maintain that lock. Something strong,
Well, Tim's
or just
Variety
like
Hour.
really good clutter filter on it.
Tim's Variety Hour did have a lot of good things to say about it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of good things about it. I heard that semi-active is pretty reliable.
Did you see the F1 Mirages missile?
Yeah, what is
35
that?
degree turn rate.
The Atra? No.
It's one of the two. I don't remember
Yeah,
which.
I forget. I think Magic's the IR, or I could have it backwards.
Well, they're both IR from what I looked at.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. One's 30 and one's 35. Jeez.
Oh. Oh, maybe I'm thinking the other one then.
I forgot what the missile guidance time was, though.
40 seconds maybe?
Probably.
Oh god, the void is back.
Welcome to
It's
the
fucking
loving
staring at me
embrace.
honestly in the corner.
Our loving void is upon us.
Oh, motherfucker, who is that? You
Yeah?
trying to
That,
radar slave me?
that was me. My bad.
Got him.
You're
Big
fine.
21S just locked on, spiked me when I was doing my climb map for a bomb toss. Thankfully I was able to just pop chaff and roll over and set him on fire in the head on, and he put it out. Holy shit.
The F5C, it's flat. Its air brakes can make your turning better.
Oh, he is really fucked up though. He's doing like some weird ass. He's got a bunch of holes and he's not flying straight out at all. He's like doing a pancake thing and half recovering and then spinning out again.
This is a very silent assault.
I just pulled a pretty quick and easy reversal on a Navy 8. Came in way too fast. I really hope they add in a light Skyhawk to the Americans
Yeah, that'd be pretty
and
dope.
just folder it underneath the normal one. That'd be pretty dope to have one with like with like double the thrust, pretty much double the thrust and aim 9Ds, and being able to carry like 3 or 4 walleyes, while being able to still be snappy and rolly.
Right.
And I love how the Israeli one has a drag chute.
Yeah, it comes in handy.
It's so nice. The landings are nice and speedy, kind of.
Yeah.
It shaves off like 10 seconds, 15 seconds to your landing.
What's that plane that I was doing recently?
The F5, or was it a different one? Or plane or jet?
It was a jet. It had what looked like. I don't know if I was test driving it or what, but it looked like it had a the I think it was a drag chute, but it was like stuck to the back of it in like a bag.
Ew.
I mean, it didn't look that bad, but it's like I don't know. I could have sworn I saw a zipper on it. It's hard to explain.
The Skyhawks is in a capsule, but it definitely doesn't look like a bag. That's one of the few things that the Harrier class is missing as a drag chute.
I honestly don't remember what it was. This was like last night, I
Probably when you were
think.
test flying.
I think I was.
Actually, don't know.
It was like a black bag thing. It was like right on the tail. It was like a flat spot with a light at the bottom above the exhaust, and it was like a black rectangular bag. It was kind of weird. This guy sent me an order in this game. He says, "Spawn capture point. You want to live forever."
Oh no.
Oh man, he's done it now. I went into this capture zone, and there's this dude just laying there, and I didn't want to make too much noise, so I switched to my knife, crawled up to him, and started like slashing at him. I don't know if I was close enough or not. I thought I was, and he just turned and shot me.
Oh no.
And I was like, all that effort. I'll just run up to him with a grenade this time.
Probably shouldn't dogfight the last 3 guys by myself, eh?
No, just wait
Should
for your
probably wait
team.
for my friendly G91 and Skyhawk to show up. Oh,
Yes,
two G9. No, FJ4. God.
they
Where'd the
may
other guy
not.
go?
They may
Did I
not
make it
be.
back?
They may
Oh, he
not
didn't
be
make it
able to.
back.
Well, that's a shame. They
May not
may.
be able to what?
They may not be able to solve your problem, but at least they'll help diversify. I mean, at least they'll
Yeah,
help distract or be
they'll
fodder,
reduce
either
the
or.
workload.
Yeah, because it's when you're around allies, there's more people for them to have to consider and deal with, and
Yeah,
not just
they
you.
might not want to fully commit to a turn and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. It'll make your job a lot easier. Because I'm assuming you're the one with the best punching weight.
Probably. There's another G91 out there. Oh, it's an R1.
At
Never
the
mind.
at the very least, they'll keep them busy.
Yeah, we had an R3, but he crashed on his way back to the airfield. That was the guy I was kind of hoping to come back and assist. Might have ran out. He might have only brought 6 minutes of fuel.
Right.
Like I already did one rearm and reload. I don't think that aim can travel 3.5 kilometers, but I still flared.
If it's higher than you, probably.
No, he's low. He was
Oh,
firing at 1 kilometer and doing like 500 while I was at 4 kilometers doing 700 at a 45-degree angle. He just launched both of them out of frustration. But there's still a little part of my mind is like, you should put one flare out just in case. Just in case it like defies the gods and goes up. The one aim powered by Zeus. There you go. Was RTB.
is he leaving?
Fuck you went. The guy, one of my other buddies came and did a head on and immediately got shafted. What? Don't tell me he crashed. I don't see him on the airfield. Might, no. Oh shit, there he is. No, that's not him. AV8 though, I could take that out.
You're doing 8.7, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I made my decision about that. Um, I think it'd be
Yeah.
best if you got the F5.
Oh yeah, probably.
He's like,
Be a
but
good
I've got
aircraft
the.
for him.
Yeah, last night he was like, I got the F2G though, and I'm like, yeah, but you wanted to fly. You didn't want to be left out of flying jets with us anymore. A, and B, so we get some good experience. And it's a premium, so.
Yeah. Either that or like the German G91 if they had that, because that's actually no, I don't know. It was a good aircraft. I
Well,
don't know how they fare against MiG-21s though.
not very well. You know how
Probably not very well.
well, you know how he was being real picky about it because he doesn't have the
Yeah, he doesn't know
experience.
though.
Yeah, he doesn't
Like
know that.
any premium you ain't gonna get 4 missiles, and if you
Well,
do, they're garbage missiles.
well, he also
That's why
doesn't know that the missiles aren't the point. You're going to be using your guns.
are important.
They're important, but they're like the dressing on the salad. It's not. It's not the entire situation.
Oh yeah, I guess I'd say like the tomatoes or the croutons in the salad.
I'd go with
They're still a
tomatoes,
key aspect. Yeah, tomatoes, like they're still a key aspect, but I mean, you still
and they're
need like the lettuce and all the other stuff.
yeah, because it's definitely an added dressing.
Well, the plain is
Like
the bowl.
yeah, it definitely adds to it, and it's definitely an important part. But you got to have more than just that. And about when I was talking to him about the G91, he's like, "Oh, I don't want to give up 2 guns," and I'm like, "It doesn't matter if you have two, or if you have six. From all the planes that I've flown that have multiple, I've flown planes that have 650 cals. It doesn't make a difference. Those planes don't have armor. You either got to hope for a fire or get the pilot.
Oh yeah, when it comes to 50 cals, it won't matter if it's 2 or 6. It's gonna either start a fire or it won't, or it's gonna kill the pilot or it
Yeah,
won't.
that's why I
If
told
he
him it's
wants to blow shit off, he's gonna switch to cannons, not or 50 cals.
That's why I told him it's worth losing 250s for the
Yeah,
extra stuff you can do with the G91. But to be honest with you, I did I, I, I wanted to let him know, but as I mentioned of my criteria, because we're going to be doing like 10.0 and shit, he can't. He's going to get chewed up in that G91 anyway.
yeah.
And that thing,
The 97 Harrier would be probably my second pick,
his other
or just
require.
not the American one though, just because it's still American. It's got cannons, so but it's not as turny, so that'd probably get him frustrated.
Well, yeah, but he
Because
also
usually
wants.
newer players' immediate response is just to do a hard turn.
Yeah, and that
So might as well give him.
G91. What's that?
What about the G91?
Um, we were
I think
probably
that thing
talking
got
about the
power
same
creeped.
thing. The G91 can turn all right, usually to some degree,
Oh, I was talking
but
about.
it
Sorry,
doesn't
I must
handle
spoke. I was talking about the
acceleration.
AV8. I
Oh,
think the G91's probably got power creeped, and so it's not as good as it used to be. So ain't getting like any makeovers or anything.
I haven't played it recently.
Yeah, just thinking about that thing going against like MiG-21s and Harriers, it's pretty outclassed.
Yeah.
Like at least the Skyhawk has flares and like as a trump card, right? And that snappy roll.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah, no, definitely not. They moved, if they decompressed it a little bit, I'd say probably the G91 would also be a good pick. Till then, though, no. Yeah, like nothing in the Russian tech tree because I doubt he wants anything in there.
Well, one of his biggest criteria was, will I be able to use it against tanks in ground battles? No, me
Civics, and
personally.
you'd be able to do that with.
Well,
It's got 4 pretty good missiles, but it's got 0 gun, 0 DACA.
yeah,
It's got a second guy in the fuselage to make you feel better, though.
he's just crammed in there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the fire control operator. So holy shit, yeah. Well, that's so weird. Well, look at the actually. No, never. I'll send you a picture of it. Yeah, the eyepieces or like the nose cones of these missiles look like crystals. The British got some weird and wonky missiles. Oh, that's weird. They're like floating in there too. What the fuck? So trippy.
That um, that is weird. Maybe there's like a rod in there, and they're like
Or like they're not floating, but
they're not
it's
touching the
segmented on the
edges.
middle. Yeah, they're not touching the edges, and it's just suspended by like a metal rod. But it's a rod, not like a full actual. So it kind of looks like you know what like an APCR round looks like without the sabot. That's what that looks like inside that prism.
It's so weird.
So trippy. I wonder what that does or why it's like that.
Maybe it's for the seeker.
Yeah.
That's all I can.
Oh yeah, it's definitely for the seeker or something. But
Maybe it rotates or something.
I'm wondering if like it's prismed like that, so it's like it was easier to produce, or something about like
Aerodynamic reasons.
yeah.
But then why would it be suspended?
I don't know. I was just thinking too, like they got some weird ass missiles, like the sky flashes.
We should probably look into that. Maybe there's like an article somewhere.
I always like looking at British stuff because like they're one of the few other nations that actually funded missile programs like alongside the Americans and came
Hmm.
up with like semi-competent designs. Like usually other companies just or other countries just never did because they just didn't have the technology or the funding
Yeah,
or they
after the
didn't have the
war.
minds. Yeah, yeah, after the war. Because like Germany technically could, but they didn't have the technology or the funding. Because yeah, like there was no way in hell they would hand over technology like that. They definitely had the people, probably though, like the minds to do it. But, like even like for noticeable like man pads too. Same with the Britons. Another competitor, like the NLAW is British, isn't it?
The in-law?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure NLAWs are British. Like the shoulder-mounted rocket missile thing. Oh no, it's a missile. Yeah, it's guided. It's a missile.
Right.
And then like China started like recently since like what was it, the 80s? 80s or the 90s when they started their missile programs.
Something like that.
Hmm. But like most other countries around the world, like except for actually even France, like they usually just well France has some in it too, yeah, but they usually buy
I'll
out the
be right
countries that are
back.
producing them.
I think someone needs help. I'll be right back.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
Hello.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your channel.
Okay, I'm back for the moment.
Oh,
You were saying something about the French missile? Because we were looking at the weird diamond shape.
it's made of baguette. No, that was British.
But when I got up, you started mentioning something about a French. But did you find out anything about that missile, or you just
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
It actually has a purpose? I would
Yeah,
assume so.
it's a pretty useful purpose. No, they shaped it like that because apparently they found making it prismy like that reduced the amount of ice buildup as opposed to when it was like a hemispherical.
Oh,
Yeah,
what about it being suspended by a shaft?
that was like the weird inside part, like the eye or something. It looks weird. I'm not sure about that. It didn't say anything about it.
Well, I guess it's supposed to look like that. They're pretty good about tracking details, because their modelers will take their time.
Apparently they're called red tops, but I don't know. I guess the covers were red because all the pictures of them they have a red nose cone.
Right.
But like it could just be a cover that they would put on, like maybe before, if they meant business, they would take it off. I don't know,
Maybe the prism pops off when it fires.
or maybe it pops off when it fires. Yeah,
Hell if I know. I'm not British. It's supposed
yeah.
to see the funny thing about the British is that their genes carry what's the word, ancestral memory.
Mongoloid
They share
ancestral memory.
ancestral memory almost like a hive. So
Yeah, no, that's true.
generations later, they'll still carry grudges and stuff. That's why you
That's why
never
they're
want
so
to make
adamant
them.
about keeping the queen live, well past a normal
Rage.
human's life.
Yes.
But you got to keep those sacrifices.
Long live the queen.
But they know if the queen dies, the hive dies.
Because there was another queen, but she got popped really early in life.
Yeah, they have intense ancestral memory that tracks on the surface level. A lot of ours is like unconscious or whatever, or like built into the DNA. For them, it's all the above, and they subconsciously recognize it. So if you ever want to know anything about the past, you got to ask a British person. They remember it like it was like it was a dream. Right, Scruffy?
Like,
Yes,
What was it like during the War of 1812? Well, let me tell you.
just go into trance.
Back in 1812,
Back in my day.
in the summer, I don't fucking know.
Back in my heyday.
Anyways, I literally just spawned that from my imagination, just from that me saying, I don't know, I'm not British. Let's go ask one. I just spawned that entire subplot
Sounds
in my mind.
plausible.
Because of course they'd know everything that their ancestors did, because of the ancestral hive.
Or the hive.
The hypnotoad.
Oh, hail the Hypnotoad.
Anyways,
Yeah, just ignore me.
no, I just dropped something. Or you can be like those guys that worship Elon Musk. All hail to the white paper, right?
Oh God.
Weird ass people.
They truly
my
believe
fucking
that he's like
ancestors
a
fucking weird.
the savior of the world, a saint, or some shit.
The next Moses.
Kind of sad.
My fucking ass. Hell, I don't have to fucking know much, and I already know better.
He should change his name to Muhammad.
Why?
Because then you get even more followers.
No, if he changes his name to Muhammad, you do know what's gonna happen to him, right?
Well, either two things are gonna happen. Well, I guess three things.
No, there's apparently two things.
If it comes true, though.
Yeah, there's only two things that would happen to him if he changed his name to Muhammad. One, first thing will be like, oh, he's just joking around. Haha, make fun of his ass for it. Or two, the Islamic community is going to fucking rip into his ass so fucking hard that he will fucking disappear. Because, Muhammad, it's not
Mhm.
just Middle East. You gotta go into Asia, some of Europe, a lot of Africa. Muhammad has a very profane fucking name over there. You really
It's
want
an
a
old
fucking
name.
name? Yeah, very. Very, very old and profound name that
Mm.
you try to claim it, you are most definitely fucking treading on thin ice there. Unless some chieftain of there actually gave you that fucking name or something like that, or the whole fucking tribe, don't change your name to it. There's a lot of controversy for that.
What he's doing, John, is he's planning his escape
Oh, yeah.
because all this fraud and all the scams
Right. He's
and
gotta run
felonies,
somewhere, right?
it's all gonna catch up to him.
Well, he's gotta run somewhere.
He caught up to that one chick,
I know.
but then but she didn't have the media protecting her as much because she didn't keep the scam going over and over and over. But this media was behind her at first. They're like, she's worth 200 billion kajillion dollars, and then now she's worth nothing.
Still on Elon Musk and all this shit. Supposed to be worth a couple $1,000,000.
You know what I'm talking about, that girl that said that she invented like this scanner thing or whatever to
What?
like revolutionize medical or whatever.
No.
Yeah. I always make
What's
fun
going
of
on
it.
with this bomb?
Thunderfoot did some videos
There we
about
go.
her, I think. They're making a movie about her now.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
They started making movies out of scam artists because they got nothing else to make a movie out of.
Well,
Sounds reasonable.
this woman was almost as bad as Elon.
Elon
Almost.
Musk is really bad.
It's not gonna hit.
You wanna know
That's
what's so
why.
funny though? Elon is way worse.
That's
See,
what I said. Elon Musk is a lot worse, man.
See, the funny thing about Elon is that he convinced people that he created and ran PayPal when really he was just hired on, and then he was fired because he was incompetent at it. He was fired because he couldn't do his job well. He didn't like run or create a company. He was hired on like above the regular peons because he convinced them that he was worth more than he was. And they fired him shortly after because they realized he wasn't.
In other words, he knows how to sweet talk. That's it.
Well,
All he knows how to do, sweet talk people into do what he wants.
Well, he pretty much just lied on his resume. And then they caught him in it and then realized that he didn't actually know what he's doing.
What happens when dumbasses?
But a lot of people are, it's just like, ugh. I just can't stand it because I keep seeing,
I was all happy when I seen the picture of Elon Musk all sad because he's getting.
but yeah, Scruffy, Thunderfoot,
Boom.
he made some videos talking about that girl too, calling her out for it before they caught her. He's like a scientist guy, and he got tired of seeing all of these cash grab scams and Kickstarters, so he started making a YouTube channel for science. But he also just happens to like explain why X and Y is just fake, and he even gives them numbers in their like advantage, and he still proves that it's impossible. You know what I mean?
Hmm? For what?
I said there's this guy that's a scientist dude, and he made a YouTube channel for science things, but he got tired of seeing all these scam Kickstarters and stuff. And so he'll do the math and stuff like that and explain why it's X and Y is just non existent or made up. And he'll even give them numbers in their favor and still prove it. Interesting, right?
I guess.
He's not one of those drama YouTubers or anything like that. I could kind of relate because I got tired of seeing those. Like every year, there's this thing that comes out on Kickstarters, and it's like, we're gonna pull water out of the air. Think of the starving children in Africa or whatever. And it has like this
Water
dude
connection.
voicing over like a little cartoon of people or whatever. And then they make like $1 million or so, and then they disappear for another year and come back
Oh,
with a
that's
new
fucking
name.
great.
They come back with a
Uh,
new name too. And they do this every year.
Pretty hilarious, actually.
It is, but it's
But,
annoying
but
because
yeah.
I mean, you got me. Well, I do. It is a little bit of at this point for me. It's a bit of a personal reflection because it's like all that money could have been used for better things, or just
You
give it
could
to
say
me.
that about anything, though.
I know, but like this is literally it. People just taking the money and running and scamming people. If
Yeah.
it was for a product, at least it would have been for something, you know. If it was
Oh,
for an
yeah.
actual product that really existed, okay, fine, fair enough.
Oh, wait, what?
They earned it,
Oh,
you
no.
know. If the people are just giving away millions of dollars in total, and it's like, well, I could have used some of that. I'm starving. I got a disability I can't do anything about, and I constantly go homeless because I lose my job because of my said disability. So it's like, but I don't usually think about it that way. Just sometimes it's like, dang, there's a lot of people that could help, or industry. It could help infrastructure.
But those
And,
people don't actually want to help. Just want to feel like they help.
well, the funny thing about it actually going to industry and all that, some of the scam artists get grants from the government and the UN by tricking them because they don't bother to like fact check. And Elon Musk is one of them. He's gotten millions
Elon, fuck.
for the Hyperloop and other stuff. The solar roadways guys got a bunch. There's this one company that says they're inventing plastic out of thin air.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that happen.
they tricked Dell. Of course, I don't care about Dell. I can't stand Dell. They tricked Dell, and they also got some money from that stuff
Yeah,
too.
Dell's got more than enough money to be scammed over. It doesn't matter.
I guess
Yep.
so.
Microsoft is
Number
wild.
one.
Number one. Also number one in making the biggest gaffes. They have made some horrible investments.
You can say that again.
Hey, it's another golden sheep, and it's got in memory of. It's got some people's names.
I got a bullet. Your name on it. Bullet. What's the name? Hey, hyper ass. Knock it off. You've been out. You're doing the same thing about like half an hour ago when I told you it was nap time, dumbass.
This dude's sitting there with a pack 40.
Bueno.
Back in 40.
This. Oh, he's shooting something.
God damn it. Fucking hate that bullshit.
Did he instant
hit-
transmission on top of you?
No.
Worse?
Just one like server desync with the barrels. I hit that Sherman's barrel with a 70. Wait, how big is that? With a 120 millimeter shell, and it did nothing to it. Just
Hey,
bounced
that
off.
shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, I hit it directly too. Watched it smoke and everything. But because he was turned the barrel when it happened, the server was like, nope, the barrel was over here. No damage for you. Then the
Pressure.
second one just bounced.
Bitch face motherfuckers. Taking my kills. Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't think a 120 millimeter going at that speed would just bounce off front of a barrel. I'm pretty sure that would fucking bend or warp it to the point where the next time they fire, it might kill the crew.
Yeah.
Because,
It
backblast's a
used to
thing.
be a lot more easier to destroy barrels, but they've made it harder.
Oh, there used to be
I
a
don't
black
remember
blast
the
whenever
logic,
you
and
fired.
I'm nowhere near an expert on how barrels work. But
Yeah.
I would like to see it not be so resilient.
I think it's with volumetric shells. It's kind of weird. Like,
That's definitely part of it, because I know that if I hit a barrel along its length, it bounces understandably, but
I also feel like rattling the barrel is very dangerous for the seat. Like the seat of the breech.
mhm.
You don't want to be fucking with that shit when it comes to those pressures.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that could go wrong. Like I heard even just having like a slight chip at the end of the barrel will drastically fuck up the aim of a tank to the point where it'll be like a few meters off because of when the bullet leaves the barrel, all the pressure will come out of one side faster than the other. But I've only heard that. No. I just. Okay, good. I didn't.
I sent you a picture of that guy.
One with the face.
How about the one without the face? Hmm?
There's two
Wish,
faces.
I
We
wish
got
you could join me.
canteens.
Together, we'll touch the booties.
Oh,
Oh.
that was a little baby T50. I mean, and a baby spay.
Oh, man. I'll get on work on her now. It's getting kind of hot in here.
Thunder of War. I see a twin engine. See two Shermans. No, one Sherman's. Oh, they're just getting.
You lost Levi.
Robin Dunk.